be open to questions.
Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberia National Network. Today we are here with Senator Momo Cephus, who will be providing details with regards to the incident between the AFL and the LMP. He is the chairperson on security at the House of Senate. Keep posted as we bring you details. I'm Francis Kedikoba coming to you live.
We all know what been happening in these few days with the altercation between the police and that of the AFL. We didn't like it. They themselves agreed it's not a good news for the security in the country as a large. So we decided, the Senate Committee on the National Security decided to have a consultative hearing with them, both of them, to really dive into what has happened over the days that led to yesterday's incidents where some of police officers were being flogged and some of them are present in hospital. And the both of them explained, and basically the both of them regretted the incident, and they have assured us, senators, that they are working behind the scenes to make sure that the perpetrators are brought to justice, and it wouldn't happen. They put off a further mechanism, a review mechanism, collaborative mechanisms. They have put that together. Even the AFL had agreed to post men along with the police to enforce these motorcycle regulations that came over the police. And so it was a wonderful meeting. The good thing about it is that we took from the meeting is the army and the police have regretted, and they feel that it's not good for the security apparatus. They feel embarrassed. But they have assured us that they will get to the bottom of this and they work together to coordinate better and proper, and we'll not have a repeat of this anymore.
Senator, my name is Anthony Jipa from the Anonymous. Well, the action of the AFL was predicated about an action committed by the police earlier. The police carried out a particular conduct against members of the AFL. After days in the meeting, were you able to ask the police why will it have to take so long after that incident without releasing a statement?
And so one of the things that was discussed in the meeting is the issue of timely communication when an issue happens. And we were very clear that we will not encourage damage control at the Liberia Senate, especially with the Security Committee. We prefer preventive measures which come up with timely investigations and disseminating the result thereof, and so that people feel assured that an investigation was conducted and some decision was taken, and maybe if penalties will be levied, it's been levied. So we did front on that as well, and that they have assured us that this time around they will speed up their communications and improve their communication methodology.
If I did hear you well, you talked about the army has also agreed to join the police in enforcing the restriction for motorcycles. Don't you think that would be scary, considering the military coming out?
No, it is not scary. It's just meant for the public to know that the police and the military has got a relationship, and it's all about security, and they have one objective. And so they might not be there forever, but I mean, in this early time where we have this confidence crisis ongoing, we want the public to know that the police and the military has got no problem. They are working together for the sake of the national security of this country. So that's the reason why we have agreed that the military participate, and so that even the military can be able to discipline their own soldiers just in case they want to violate it.
Yeah, Senator, I'm Nelson Colera from school. Two concerns. The first one has to do with the disclosure you just made with respect to the army joining the police to enforce the local zone restriction. How long are we expected to see this?
Well, it's progressive depending on, like I said, it's internal for confidence building. We want the citizens to know that the police and the military has got no issue, and in fact they can work together. So it could be 1 month, it could be 2 weeks. And we'll analyze the situation to see how far it goes, but it's not going to be a permanent assignment. It's just meant to let the public know that there's a relationship.
And then my second concern has to do with the entire saga that played out. Has there been any investigation done? Where are we now? Is there any report with respect to who's right, who's wrong, what triggered the entire thing, maybe setting as far as setting deterrence is concerned?
So the Ministry of Justice are taking seize of that through the Office of the Security Advisor. There is already an investigative team that is set up outside of the police and that of the army, an independent investigative army organization or team has been set up to investigate this and to find out actually what did transpire and what level of penalty can be levied just in case people are found guilty.
And just the final one for me, is there any assurance from the public that there wouldn't be a reoccurrence of such a situation?
And that's the reason why the meeting was intended for the army, that is the chief of staff and the police, to tell us that this will not happen, and they assure us, they said to us that they will collaborate further, they will further communicate, and they have assured us that this is not going to happen anymore.
My name is Blambo Toof, I'm a Liberia investigator. Senator, normally sometimes on these things happen, you talk about national security threat, but you're not being specific with the rivalry between, state security actors. What specific graffiti you think the threat is to national security? So
this one is about confidence building. The police is the first line of defense, and if the police is overwhelmed by law, they're supposed to call the army in. And so there must be a relationship. If there's not a relationship, of course, that will be a vacuum in the security corridor. So those are some of the trends we talk about. But the good thing about it is that they've agreed that they work together. So with that security threat has been erased.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Somebody like we said, we sometimes move in and out around Liberia to actually bring you the setting of what exactly is happening in the country. And again, if you are following us from any part of the world, I'm Princess KD Kopo. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening from anywhere you are following. Today we are in Senja District, District number 1, Bomi County. And so far so good, Senja District is a commercial district in Bomi County. And we'll be talking to some couples of young people with regards to how holistically they see the government or how they see Liberia to be. How can Liberia be aligned with other, with other nations, and what are some of those things that will definitely do? But how be he will introduce himself to us better before we proceed. Hello, sir, and welcome to Liberian TV Network.
Hello, it's a pleasure. I'm Momo Cephus, senior, a resident of this town, by Jacket.
Okay, so you've been one of the prominent young person in Bar. Can you tell me a bit as to how this town is like in terms of leadership before coming to the national scene?
In terms of leadership, I think this is a new regime. The previous leadership, they tried their best, but for this one, something starting at first it can be easy. But the leadership, they are trying their best, even though there are some areas they got lashes, but they're trying their best to see how best they can improve this time.
Many, that comes to senior district politics. Your lawmaker, Honorable Obdiah Varney, I don't want to say it's an alleged, but that has been confirmed. Of just a few minutes ago, he was in studio and then providing his support to the majority black speaker, Honorable Boakai Koung. And he said a lot of things. And then there have been some backfire behind him. Some are appreciating him, some are also denigrating him with regards to his stand in supporting the majority bloc, Boakai Koung as speaker, and also using the Liberian people resources to be at RLJ and so many things. What's your view you've been citizen for Senja District?
To be honest, the number of days they spend at RLJ for me, I dislike the idea. I think it's a waste of resources. But again, in this country, the way politics being viewed is quite different from other countries. Like from here, normally people got the saying that the benefit from politics is not in heaven, it's right here on earth. And if you look at the fanatic profile administration, if you look at the fanatic profile administration, Obdiah Varney, he was not a member, neither even a chairperson on any other committee. So politics is interest, and the interest we're talking about is about opportunity through which the lawmaker can acquire funds whatever means to bring development in his district. So we look at fanatic profile leadership. He was not part of any other committee, he was not chair of any other committee. So they met and they said, Fanatic is not working in our interest. Mind you, they were the ones that voted for him. whatever way they're moving for me, it left with them because that's their leadership. But if you look at this, Honor a Koung leadership, he chairing committee, not just chairing committee, but he also serving as member on multiple committees. So for us as citizens in his district, we are hoping that he will be able to utilize those positions assigned to him to bring development to the district.
So, how can you rate his leadership ability since he came to the leadership of recent, let me just say 2023, this beyond year 2024 January, and up to date today is December 24th. Despite he is currently chairing some leadership activities and other stuff, how could you actually rate his leadership as compared to his predecessors?
To be honest, if I would tell you that I will create a percentage for my leadership, I think I will not be doing due diligence, because in this country, when people are in power, they build a system with themselves. The moment they leave, the system go with them. So he made some challenges and he's trying to fix it. So for me to say I will create a percentage now, honestly, I cannot do it now.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, that's a question.